My name is Lorena Abreu. I was born in Mexico City, raised in Zacapala, a little town in Puebla. In 1995, I married. 3 months later, my husband relocated us to Houston, Texas, where he was living and had a stable job. When I came to the United States, my husband was the only one working and I wanted to help him economically. But it was difficult because I was not legal at that time. I started working with my husband cleaning a movie theater and eventually I started cleaning houses. In Mexico, I graduated as technical analyst programmer and I thought that I could do something with my degree here or at least get a better job. But I needed to learn how to speak, write, and understand English. I started looking for ESL programs and I found Chicano family centers. I called and made an appointment to register. I was attending classes for 7 months, but I had to drop out because I had a high risk pregnancy. It was a trying time for us, and I thank God for the birth of my daughter. I received my permanent resident card and started to work at Walmart. And again, I felt the necessity to return to English classes. 2 years later, I got pregnant again and I had to leave my job. I decided to stay home to take care of my children. I said to myself, now is my time. My children started to go to school and I needed to help them with homework, communicate with their teachers. So English was very important to me. I returned to community family centers and retake my English classes. Mr. Flores, my English teacher, told me, why don't you take the GED test? And I remember I told him, I'm not interested. But I thought about it and I decided to take it. It took me a year to get my GED diploma. Now I'm doing better helping my children with their academic journey. I have a better job that I like and enjoy helping people. I'm grateful to community family centers for giving me the motivation, support, skills, and the opportunity to be a better person by being part of this great family to service the community. If I could, you can too.
Hello, my name is Maria Isabel Ariano Williams. I've lived here in the East End. I went to school at Immaculate Heart of Mary Church. I went to Franklin Elementary. I went to Edison, and I graduated from Milby. I went to U of H for a couple of years at church, at Immaculate Heart of Mary Church. I've attended, my father was the deacon. I teach CCE. I came to the center when I was 13, 14 years old for counseling. It was such a great experience. I enjoyed coming, helping out. I also helped during the food pantry back then as a teenager. We played sports with Ray and Arturo Sales. Yolanda was my counselor at the time. She was so good with me, and the director. She was very humble. We got to sit down around her office and just talk, chit chat, talk about what's going on at school, at home. After I graduated from school, I went to college for some years. I worked for the city for 20 years. I got married, got divorced. It was a difficult time in my life. I came to Chicano Family Center for help due to food and counts. And they had the after school program and they also had the summer program where my children enjoyed coming. The Chicano Family Center helped me so much. And now I'm working at the Community Family Center. Now I'm giving back to the center, helping students. I work with the youth center. I enjoy what I do. I teach middle school and high school. In the summertime, I had the little ones this year, so I really, really enjoyed being there for them and being part of the center now and giving back how I can help other people who were in the same situation that I was in. The Community Family Center plays a very important role here in the community with education, the GED, the ESL, counseling, and food pantry. We need this organization to stay alive and vibrant here in the community. I enjoy working at the Community Family Centers. Thank you.
I remember the hot sun beating down on us on a summer day and the sweat rolling down my face. I remember the blisters on my hands from the garden hoe I was given to move mounds of dirt and my shoes getting muddy and not having anywhere to clean them. I also remember the sound of being catcalled by much older men and feeling vulnerable despite the bars that separated us to keep me safe. My name is Monique Rodriguez and the year was 1994. I was 14 years old and I was participating in a Scared Straight program by Community Family Centers, then called Chicano Family Centers. We were taken to a local prison to experience what life was like as an inmate. Prior to then, I was misbehaving, acting out, and causing havoc on my single mom because she was divorcing my dad. She enrolled me in the program, hoping that it would scare me straight, and she was right. A few years later, I would graduate from Milby High School and then go on to serve in the United States Army for 8 years. Through my post 9/11 GI Bill, I now have my master's in social work, I'm licensed in the state, and serve veterans that are transitioning out of the military. I also serve as platoon leader for the Mission Continues, serving in the East End, the very community that raised me. I now lead a group of approximately 250 volunteers in service projects. We have partnered with several nonprofits, including Community Family Centers, in reinvigorating the East End. This June, we were able to build and install 4 benches, 1 table, a shade structure, and trim and mulch overgrown brush to help them in their conversion of a vacant lot into a soccer field for the community. We had approximately 30 veteran volunteers along with CFC staff to help execute the project. It was a success. During the past year, our group has been able to repaint the navigation underpass and update the esplanade on the navigation. Created a new trail at Hidalgo Park, affectionately known as Mexican Park. We also enhanced 2 other parks and a butterfly garden. And finally, we partnered with my old alma mater, Edison Middle School, to help rejuvenate their community garden. All this is a reflection of the support I was provided by Community Family Centers as a child. They made a powerful impact on me, and they continue to make a powerful impact on the community.